All right, everyone. Well, I don't normally do this, but I want to just share a joke today. It's going to be a quick video. Okay, so a man dies, and he goes to the pearly gates of heaven, and he meets Peter at the gate. And so Peter welcomes him and says, here's the deal. You need 10,000 points to get in. Right? So why don't you tell me the good things you did in your life, and they'll be worth certain points. And when you get to 10,000 points, you get to get into heaven. The guy says, okay, well, I was happily married, 50 years, never cheated on my wife, didn't even think about it. I was a good husband. He goes, wow, that's impressive. 2 points. The guy's like, wow, 2 points. This is tough. He says, okay, well, I faithfully went to church every Sunday, all my life, barely ever missed one. Only when I was sick. I was always there. Faithful attender at church. And Peter said, wow, that's impressive. 1 point. The guy's like, oh my, this is rough. He said, okay, well, look, I never turned anyone down. I was very generous with my money. I gave people that I saw on the street that were needy, the homeless, whatever. I gave them money. I gave them food. All my life, I was generous that way. He said, wow, that's very impressive. 2 points. Finally, he says, I tithe 10% of my income to the church all my life. I never held back on God one bit. And Peter was like, wow, that's very impressive. 1 point. At that point, the guy is totally frustrated. He says, look, this is ridiculous. 10,000, at this rate, the only way I'm going to get into heaven is by the grace of God. And that's when Peter said, bingo, 10,000 points. You're in. Anyway, that's the joke, right? You don't get into heaven by your works, but by the grace of God, which comes by faith in Jesus Christ. And I hope you hadn't heard that joke because I didn't write it. I found that years ago on the internet. I never forgot it. And great joke. Maybe every once in a while I'll come back and tell another joke that I thought was particularly stood out in my mind as a good one. So with that, may the peace and love of Jesus Christ be with you now and forever. And, oh, by the way, I'm Brian. This is Faith on Fire. If you're new to this channel, I hope you'll watch. I talk most of the time not by telling jokes, but on controversial issues in the world of Christianity and in the Bible. I take some of the most controversial passages in the Bible and I cross-reference them to other related Bible verses, and we really study it. And occasionally I'll even do some commentary on some news items that affect the church and the Christians and the world, and we look at it from a biblical standpoint. So if that's the kind of thing you're interested in, then I hope you'll subscribe to this channel and give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you in a future video. Thank you for watching. God bless you, and may the peace and love of Jesus Christ be with you now and forever. Bye-bye.